see. Creation's revealing your majesty. From the colors of fall to the fragrance of spring, every creature unique in the song that it sings, all exclaiming, indescribable, uncontainable. You place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. You are amazing, God. All powerful, untamable, awestruck we fall to our knees as we humbly proclaim, you are amazing, God. Who's told every lightning bolt where it should go, or seen heavenly storehouses laden with snow? Who imagined the sun and gives source to its light, yet conceals it to bring us the coolness of night? None can fathom, indescribable. Oh, I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell me that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Oh, and I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know we're all searching for answers. Only you provide, 'cause you know just what we need before we say a word. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. Because you are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. You are perfect in all of your ways. Oh, you're perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. Oh, it's love so undeniable. I can hardly speak. Peace so unexplainable. I can hardly think as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still as you call me. Deeper still into love. Love, love. You're a good, good father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by the season. Cover me with your hand and lead me in your righteousness, and I look to you, and I wait on you. I sing to you, Lord. I shall be open to you.
主你下弟姊妹平安。
Peace to you, brothers and sisters.
真歡喜今仔日有我通三甲來敬拜咱的上帝。
It is a joy to be able to worship our God today.
兼且咱無法通佇咱的禮拜堂三甲敬拜，
We may not be able to worship our God in our churches,
但是咱有法通佇網中有緣敬拜咱的上帝。
but thankfully we are able to do it virtually.
咱今仔日佇疫情內面，
We are in uncertain times, in a pandemic.
帶了真正無安定的時陣，
Brings a lot of uncertainties,
無安定帶了真正濟掛意，
and these uncertainties bring a lot of anxiousness.
真正濟基督徒真正掛意，也是問了看今仔日是末世嗎？
A lot of worrying Christians are asking if this is the end times.
今仔日也閣毋是末世，
Today is not the end times yet.
是也濟生理人真正掛意因的生理。
Some businessmen are worrying about their businesses.
真正濟學生真正掛意因選落去要怎啊來讀冊。
Students are worrying how they would study in the future.
真正濟學堂真正掛意看要怎啊來教因學生。
A lot of schools are worrying how they would teach their students.
所以伫這個真正無安定的時陣，咱基督徒要怎啊反應呢？
And in this uncertain times, how would us Christians respond?
咱要怎啊表現呢？
How do we behave as Christians?
望咱今仔日的聖經節，互咱有法通透過上帝話，互咱的心得到安定。
I hope that through our passage today, we may have a peace of heart.
伫咱的今仔日聖經節是記載伫啟示錄第7章15到17節。
Today's passage is found in Revelations chapter 7, verse 15 to 17.
伊安尼講。 所以因伫上帝寶座前，日暝伫伊的殿中侍奉伊。這寶座的要用張某福庇因，因無國耀，無國喙大，日頭的炎熱也的確袂傷害因，因為寶座中的羔羊的確牧養因，帶因到生命水的泉源。上帝也的確撤去因一切的目屎。
Verse 15. Therefore they are before the throne of God and serve him day and night in his temple. And he who sits on the throne will spread his tent over them. Never again will they hunger, never again will they thirst. The sun will not beat upon them, nor any scorching heat. For the Lamb at the center of the throne will be their shepherd. He will lead them to springs of living water. And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes.
咱来三合祈祷。
Let us pray.
天父上帝，你是掌管的上帝，你也是看顾阮的上帝，你是开阮的目睭的上帝，你是启示你家己伫你的圣经内面的上帝。主啊，求你用你的圣灵伫遐来开阮的目睭，互阮的心看到你的时阵，阮的心会得到安定。阮当中若有带着怪异的时阵，阮因为阮毋知影将来是啥物，主啊，互阮的心得到安定，因为阮知影谁来牵阮的手。求啊，主求你成全你，照着你时间成全了你的应允，你有应允伫今仔日圣经在你应允了，你要除去了嘴大，除去了妖恶，你要切大阮的目屎。所以阮主，阮祈求你，阮仰望你，求你接纳阮的祈祷。求你接纳阮的敬拜，安尼基督上主的圣名求，阿门。今仔日圣经则有讲到旧约上帝的两个真重要的名称。
There are two titles, important titles of God in the Old Testament.
头一个是牧者，
The first one is shepherd.
牧者伫创世纪已经开始讲，已经称呼了上帝是一个牧者。
God as a shepherd has been recorded at the start of Genesis.
让我今仔日用旧约的圣经则来形容上帝是牧者。
I'll be using several passages to where God is described as a shepherd.
头一个是创世纪48章15节。
First is found in Genesis 48 verse 15.
安尼讲，原我祖宗阿伯拉罕甲我爸以撒所侍奉的上帝。就是一切牧养我直到今仔日的上帝。
Genesis chapter 48 verse 15. May the God before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac walk, the God who has been my shepherd all my life to this day.
这个是雅各所讲的一句话。
This is a passage said by Jacob.
你讲着上帝是伊的牧者来带领伊，
saying that his God is a shepherd that led him.
我真正出名的一首诗，诗篇23篇大笔的诗。
And a very famous passage is found in Psalms 23 verse 1.
伊安尼讲，耶和华是我的牧者，我的确无低到欠缺。
Says, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want.
诗篇28篇也是大笔的一首诗。
Psalms 28, a verse by David.
伊安尼讲，求你拯救你的百姓，赐福互你的产业。牧养因，扶持因，直到永远。
Save your people and bless your inheritance. Be their shepherd and carry them forever.
诗篇80篇
Psalms 80 verse 1.
伊安尼讲，带约瑟甲带羊群的以色列的牧者，求你留心会听。
Hear us, O shepherd of Israel, you who led Joseph like a flock.
所以伫旧约。上帝拣选的百姓知影上帝是因的牧者。
The people that God chose knew that God was their shepherd.
但是有时今仔日的基督徒想说，新约的上帝甲旧约的上帝是无同的上帝。
But Christians nowadays think that the God in the New Testament and the God of the Old Testament are different.
人想说，新约的上帝是满有恩典、满有怜悯。
People think that the God in the New Testament is more gracious and loving.
旧约的上帝是满有受气、满有慢性。
And the God of the Old Testament is filled with wrath and cruelty.
但是当咱看到，当咱读旧约的时阵，
But when we read the Old Testament,
咱知影，咱的上帝无论是伫旧约是新约，伊是相同的上帝。
we know that whether the God of the Old Testament and the God of the New Testament are the same.
因為咱嘅上帝永無改變，
Because our God doesn't change.
伊嘅恩典伫舊約，相款伫新約是滿有恩典嘅上帝。
What He is in the Old Testament is Him in the New Testament.
伊舊約，伊是伊嘅百姓嘅牧者。
In Old Testament, he is his people's shepherd.
伫新約，伊是基督徒的牧者。
In the New Testament, he is the Christian's shepherd.
伫聖經內面，有人想說，這個牧者是一個真簡單的一個工作，
In the Bible, people think that a shepherd is a very easy job,
但是無簡單，
but it's not an easy
因
job
為這是24小時7日的工作。
because this is a whole day. This is a whole day work.
這個是上帝咧照顧伊的羊群的工作。
This is God taking care of the sheep, his people.
有影伫舊約的時陣，上帝有叫伊的百姓去殺死人，
It's true in the Old Testament that God commanded his people to kill,
但是伊是透過牧者的心來命令伊的百姓去殺。
but God, with his shepherd heart, commanded his people to kill.
干那知呢？
Why?
因為伊咧照顧伊的百姓，
Because God took care of his own people.
因為伊咧照顧伊的羊群，
Because God is taking care of his sheep.
伊無愛伊的羊群去拜偶像，
He doesn't want his people to be idolaters.
伊無愛羊群墮落去唔對的所在。
He didn't want his people to sin.
所以甚至伫咱感覺袂對的命令、聽袂明的命令的時陣，出伫一個牧者心底下顯出來。
We may not understand God's purpose, but it is out of God's shepherd's heart that he commanded this.
當主耶穌出世的時陣，
When Jesus Christ was born,
頭一個來找伊的，也是跩牧者。
the first one who visited him was shepherds.
牧者的身份伫中東伫古早的時陣，毋是一個貴的身份，乃是一個真正低的身份。
The job of a shepherd isn't one of high status, but it is one of a low status.
伊較常是叫囡仔去做這工作。
It is oftentimes it is a job for the kids.
干那是囡仔呢？
Why the kids?
因為囡仔會去開力。
Because kids has the stamina to do it.
因為伫中東伫以色列要雇羊哦，伊就帶跩羊去到曠野。
Because to be a shepherd, they need to lead the flocks into the desert.
啊，要曠野雇羊無簡單，
And to lead them to the desert wasn't an easy job.
所以伊就需要真正侪精神，真正侪有真正侪力量，而且來雇
It
伊。
required a lot of time, a lot of strength and stamina.
時常聖經伫舊約、伫新約形容了咱的上帝是一個好牧者，
And in the Old Testament, God was a good shepherd.
伊照顧伊的百姓，伊照顧伊的羊。
He took care of his people, he took care of his sheep.
啊，伫聖經也是有一個第二真重要的名稱，
And the second very important title of God
就是君王。
is king.
啊，君王今仔日咱伫咱的社會內面，真正侪國家無即個誒君王的即個王咧管理的這樣代志。
Nowadays, there isn't a lot of countries running in monarchy.
啊，咱有知影有幾個國家是予王來管理。
There are some that still has monarchy.
啊，泰國、英國，
England and Thailand,
啊，日本也是有王。
Japan,
啊，但是咱知影跩王甲聖經的即個王完全的無相，
but these kings are not the same as our God.
因為跩兩種的王有因的名號定定。
But these worldly kings has their titles,
但是因是掛名定定，
but these are only titles.
因無迄個力量，因也無迄個管理主管底下來管理因的國
They
家，
don't have the authority to run their country.
因是掛名定定。
It's only a title.
啊，但是咱的上帝毋是一個掛名的君王。
But our God is not just a king of titles.
當上帝帶伊的百姓出入了埃及的時陣，
When God led his people out of Egypt,
伊是因的君王，
God was their king.
伊是照顧因的君王，
He was a king that took care of his
伊是
people.
帶領伊的君王。
He was a king who led them.
但是当咱看到后来伫以色列的历史内面，伫撒摩尼记上第8章的时阵，伊的百姓拒绝上帝正做因的君王。
What we see in the history of Israel in 1 Samuel 8 verse 7, Israel rejected God as their king.
伊安尼讲啊，撒摩尼记上第8章第7节安尼讲，耶和华对撒摩尼讲，百姓用你讲一切话，你只管伊福，因为因毋是掩护你，乃是掩起我，无要我做因的王。
In 1 Samuel 8 verse 7, listen to all that the people are saying to you. It is not you they have rejected, but they have rejected me as their king.
对迄阵啊，以后以色列的国家就是有人做因的王。
At that point, Israel started to have a man as their king.
人做王甲上帝做因国家王完全的无相。
A man being a king and God as their king is totally different.
人是互时间，伊的力量是有限制，
Man is limited to their time and to their strength.
但是上帝无互时间，伊的性格也未改变 his character。
God is not bound by time or his character doesn't change.
但是无论如何，有时人就是无要敌上帝。
But however, Israel really didn't want God as their king.
但是上帝因为人无要敌伊，伊点失去伊的权柄嘛？
But just because the people didn't want him, did that lose God's kingship?
上帝兼失去伫伊的百姓以色列的百姓失去伊的王位吗？
Did God lose his authority as a king?
伫人无要伫伊的时阵，上帝犹原做王。
But even when the people didn't want God as their king, God was still the king.
伫撒摩尼记下第7章
In Samuel, verse 2 Samuel verse
chapter 7，
chapter 7.
这个是上帝应允大卫，伊的子孙永远有一个要坐伫伊的宝座顶掌管。
God revealed that through the line of David, God would be the king.
后来咱知影，这个大卫的孙孙就是耶稣。
And later we found out that Jesus was this king.
伊是上帝，
He was God.
伊是上帝正做人。
He was God and a man.
伊是大卫的后裔，要坐伫大卫的王位。
He was the descendant of David that would sit on the throne.
所以人无论拒绝上帝，要敌上帝，上帝有一日要做王。
Whether or not the people want God as their king, one day God will be the
耶
king.
稣要做王，
Christ will be the king.
伊要管理。
He will rule.
上帝要做王，耶稣要做王的时阵，伊毋是用民主主义来管理，
God as the king, he won't use democracy.
伊也毋是用共产主义来管
It
理，
won't use communism.
伊是王，
He's gonna be a king.
伊是有权柄的王，
He's gonna be a king with authority.
伊也是有心，而且看顾伊的百姓。
He's gonna be a king that has authority but also cares for the people.
当咱看启示录第7章15到17节的时阵，
When we see Revelation chapter 7 verse 15 to 17,
咱会看到这个两个旧约的真重要的两个名称互上帝合做一个。
we see the two titles that are very important in the Old Testament joined together
伫启示录
in the New Testament,
in Revelation，
in Revelation.
伫启示录这个两个名称互了这个羔羊坐伫上帝宝座
In
顶。
Revelation, the two titles joined together when the Lamb was seated on the throne.
这个就是主耶稣，咱的羔羊坐伫伊的宝座顶，伊是君王，伊也是牧者。
This was Jesus Christ seated on the throne. He is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
And he is also the shepherd.
And he's also the shepherd.
这个今仔日的圣经节毋是形容了圣诞节，
This passage doesn't talk about the first Christmas.
今仔日的圣经节是伫启示录形容。
The passage today is is about tribulation.
It's described in Revelation.
It's described in Revelations.
啲啟示錄咧形容什麼呢？
What does Revelation talk about?
啲啟示錄咧形容了上帝憤怒喺這個世上表現出來。
The Revelation talks about God's wrath, the revealing of God's wrath.
所以講到7個印記、7個果車、7個碗。
It talks about the 7 trumpets,
Seven
seven seals, 7 scrolls, bowls.
這個是上帝憤怒喺這咧表現。
This is the revelation of God's wrath.
但是喺第7章只有一個暫停。
But in the Revelation chapter 7, there's a pause.
喺暫停裏面是咧講啥呢？
And this pause talks about,
因為欠彩伫在基督徒真正艱苦嘅時陣，
it talks about when the times are hard for the Christians,
真正基督徒失去因嘅性命嘅時陣，
when Christians are losing their lives,
伫猶太人到落要信主失去因嘅性命嘅時陣
when the Jews lose their lives,
上帝知影嘛？
does God care? Does God know?
上帝關心嘛？
Does God care?
上帝掌管嘛？
Is God in control?
所以伫第7章伊講到，上帝是因嘅君王，是因嘅牧者。
So in Revelation chapter 7, it says that God is their shepherd and is their king.
上帝伫因嘅患難頂面，上帝有權掌管。
And in their suffering, the human suffering, God is in control.
上帝因伫腰餓嘅時陣，伫喙大嘅時陣，伫流目屎嘅時陣，上帝是因嘅牧者。
In hunger and in thirst and when they're crying, God is their shepherd.
所以伫啟示錄第7章講到耶穌就是因嘅牧者王。
And this passage says that Christ is the shepherd king.
這個牧者王要拄起因腰餓，要拄起因嘅喙大。
And this shepherd king would take away all their hunger and all their thirst.
這個主耶穌，咱嘅牧者王要帶咱到生命水嘅泉源，上帝也的確切去因一切目
And
屎。
he will lead them to springs of living water, and they would wipe the tears in their eyes.
喺世上偌濟王、偌濟總統，我通做安尼聽。
In the world, how many kings or how many presidents can do that?
咱世上有牧者，
In the world, we have shepherds.
咱嘅牧者有影關心伊嘅羊群啊。
And it's true that these shepherds take care of their sheep.
但是牧者無權柄，
But these shepherds doesn't have authority.
因無力量，
They don't have the strength.
因無主權。
They don't have to control.
咱今仔日世上也是也做王，也做總統，
Today's world, we have a lot of presidents and kings as well.
但是幾個是帶着牧者心，
But how many of them has the heart of a shepherd?
幾個有法通去找因嘅百姓，
How many of them goes to their people?
幾個總統有法通讓伊嘅百姓去找。
And how many of them allows their people to see them?
喺菲律賓，咱有法通咱凊彩時去找咱嘅總統嘛？
In the Philippines, can we just go to our president?
咱嘅總統凊彩伊要也無可能要見咱。
Even though our president wants to see us, we won't be able to,
因為伊嘅力量、伊嘅時間是有限嘅，
because his time and his stamina is limited.
伊也是驚伊嘅性命，
And he fears for his life.
所以伊唔敢凊彩見啦。
So he doesn't want anybody just to see him.
咱嘅上帝唔是安尼，
Our God isn't like this.
咱嘅上帝是一個君王
Our God is a just God.
，is a king，
He's a king,
伊也是一個牧者，
and he's a shepherd.
所以希伯來書甲咱講，咱凊彩時我通去找咱嘅上帝。
And anytime we can go to our God.
伊袂講我袂互你來見我。
And he won't say that you're not allowed to come.
咱親像一個囝去找老爸一樣。
Just like a son going to his father.
你知影佇古早嘅時陣，
You know, in the past,
王妃、公主， 所以王的囝哦，无法通凊彩时去找伊的老爸这个王，
In the past, prince and princesses just can't go to the king.
因为王若无王允准，因就无可能来见因这个爸的王。
Without the king's permission, the children cannot just go to their
但
father.
是咱的上帝毋是安尼啊，
But our God isn't like this.
咱的上帝甚至叫咱凊彩时来找伊，
Our God called us to go to Him anytime.
这个是咱的上帝，
This is our God.
这个是圣经所形容主耶稣是一位。
And this is how the Bible revealed Jesus Christ to us.
主耶稣有一日要来，伊是要做王，
And one day, Jesus Christ would come to be our king.
伊是好的王，
He would be a good
伊
king.
是義的王 （righteous），
He's a righteous king.
伊是關心咱的王。
He's a king that cares.
伫啟示錄，伊是講伊是一個牧者王。
In Revelation, it says he is a shepherd king.
所以當咱伫這個疫情內面，
In this pandemic,
伫這個大流行內面伫這個傳染病內面，
in this COVID-19 pandemic,
欠彩咱的心無安定。
maybe our hearts are worrying.
讓主開咱的目睭，透過話，
May God open our hearts
看到伊的話，顯明主耶穌是一
to
位。
see His word and to see Jesus Christ in it.
因為主耶穌實在有一日，伊是咱的王，伊也是咱的牧者。
Because one day Jesus Christ would be our shepherd and our king.
求伊這個牧者王掌管咱的心，
And may this shepherd king rule our hearts.
互咱的心伫伊內面，真實得到平安。
And may our hearts be truly at peace.
願恁每一個人有主耶穌真做恁的牧者王。
I hope you all have Jesus Christ as your shepherd king in your hearts.
咱三合來祈禱。
As let's pray.
天父上帝，感謝你，因為主耶穌永遠過去今仔日永遠無改變。阮有法通繼續辛苦你，因為伫患難中、伫艱苦的時陣、伫寡意的時陣、伫搖曳的時陣，你永遠坐伫你的寶座頂掌管。你毋是只有一個君王，無管理了你的百姓；你毋是只有一個君王，坐伫遠遠，但是阮袂摸着的上帝。乃是啟示錄甲阮講，你是一個牧者王，你是關心阮的上帝，你是要除去脫去了阮的妖惡、阮的喙大，你要切打阮的目屎的君王。主啊，阮的心實在有時帶着真正衰的信心，求你興起阮的信心，求你開阮的信心的目睭，看到你是阮的牧者。互阮的心伫你內面得到安定，互阮有法通伫即個無安定的時陣，宣揚了阮的主永遠坐伫伊的寶座頂，阮的主叫阮坦然的無驚來到伊的施恩的寶座。求你真做阮的君王，求你真做阮的牧者，求你真做阮的救主，互阮伫你內面真實有滿足。為咱祈禱上主的聖名求，阿們。
Father's world, and to my listening ears all nature sings, and round me rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world, I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees, of skies and seas, the hands the wonders wrought. This is my Father's world, the birds their carols raise, the morning light, the lily white, declare the Maker's praise. This is my Father's world, He shines in all that's fair. In the rustling grass I hear Him pass, He speaks to me everywhere. This is my Father's world, oh let me ne'er forget that though the wrong seems oft so strong, God is the ruler yet. This is my Father's world, why should my heart be sad? The Lord is King, let the heavens ring. God reigns, let the earth be glad. This is my Father's word, why should my heart be sad? The Lord is King, let the heavens ring. God reigns, let the earth be glad.